Back. Sorry about that. Let's continue our elfing here. Elf ball efforts. Pieces. Sure. So what are they going to take here? Probably Lightning Axe Treasure Cruise would be my guess. What did they take? Guess we can... So, Cruise in Yard, Opt in Yard, Pieces in Yard. So they took Lightning Axe, Consider. Okay, so they must have a Cruise in hand. Obviously. Okay, sure. Okay, that's not the worst, actually. We have a total of 5 mana we can utilize here. So we can Nykthos. I think I like just trying to go super wide here. Nykthos, Circle of Dream Druids, Leaf Crown Visionary. Makes pretty good sense to me, I think. Yeah, I think that's correct. So let's do that. Could play the Elvish Visionary and draw 2 cards off it, but that seems probably worse than just getting a huge mana creature into play, so let's do that. They'll almost certainly pitch a spell here, which is annoying but fine. Four. Alright. Another Ledger Shredder. Okay. It's annoying, but beatable, I think. Yep. Alright, that's a little bit annoying, to say the least. Attacking? That is aggressive. So let's activate Nykthos. Play this. Okay, that's really good. Alright, let's hit some elves off the top. If we can hit some running elves, we'll be in good shape. There we go. This is just free to do, so let's do it. Tap this for 7 mana, cast this. Elf. No real reason to attack, so go ahead. Let's see what we can do next turn here. We're gonna need some elves off the top, but if we have some elves, opponent should be in trouble. Oh, are they taking an extra turn? That's scary. Extra turn here is certainly scary. Especially if they have another one, which I think they might have. Yep. Oh, pieces. Ooh, Fire's a Victory is a cool card. Don't know if it's actually good, but it's cool. Creature or Planeswalker. It's pretty nice. Treasure Cruise now. Sure. Oh, if they have a spell and an untapped land, they can get Phoenixes back, so I will be dead. Wow. Alright, somehow they missed that, though. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, a Collected Company, dude. Oh, would have been so good. Just infinity mana and nothing to do with it, unfortunately. Funny enough, this is the kind of situation where, like, that 4 mana messenger card we were talking about would just be, like, way better than Collected Company. Not saying that we should play it over Collected Company, just saying, unfortunately, that is the case here. God, it's so much mana, too. Just sucks so bad. Alright, play this, go, and pray that somehow we're not dead. Yep. Yep. Alright, that's good enough for me. Good enough for me. I honestly think I might just try running it back and just completely ignoring what my opponent's doing again and just try to do our thing. Maybe bring in the Shapers. I think I do like the Shapers. I like punishing them interacting. Circle of Dream Druids is probably the worst creature. Cutting Dream Druids is so awkward because it's like, that card is how we do the explosive stuff, which I think is just the best thing our deck can do, is just be explosive. It's an awkward hand, but I think it's a keep. Hand that really would have liked a Shaper's Sanctuary, I'll tell you that much. Opponent must have a close hand or something. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a really good draw. I think I'm most comfortable with them killing the Clan Caller. So I think I just go Clan Caller, attack you for 2. Go. Sure. Ooh, that is messed up right there. So we're going to go double War Master here. Yeah, I think I like double War Master for sure. Probably. Another Lord is interesting. Probably bad. I think I like this. I don't know. The other Lord was also very interesting, to be honest, because then we could like play this, draw a card. We had more devotion in play. I don't know. It's close, actually. Go. Oh, no, this... Yeah, this was definitely right, because I forgot that the trigger from this makes a guy, which then triggers this. Which is pretty nonsensical there. Okay, go. No, don't anger me, please. We can probably beat most other things besides anger the gods right now. Yeah, and if they're playing blue cards, that's a good sign. Means they're not killing our stuff. Sure. Okay. 2 Phoenixes? Dude, are you... Man, dude. Alright. Pretty gross, but you got it. I almost wonder if I don't double spell here to not give them a connive. I think I'm just going to play this and attack all. Just not give my opponent that connive. Combat, hit you for 12, pass. Makes sense to me. Go. Okay. If they have Spike Field Hazard, we're dead. But they've already put 1 into play, so they'd have to be playing a second copy. They could have like a shock to our face, but we'll see, I guess. Sure. Think? Yeah, I guess. If they attack, I think they're dead. Yeah, so. Okay, well, that's a pretty good draw. It's a pretty good draw. I think I just collected company and hope to hit a Lord. One Lord is lethal here. Now let's do this. We did it. They have 3 blockers, so yes, they are dead. All right, on to game 3. Do I want like Blizzard Brawl? I don't think so. I just think it's too slow and very unlikely to work. I think we just run it back. The problem with this matchup is just we don't really interact with their graveyard, and their 2-mana threats are just all so good. Peasy, Shredder, and Thing in the Ice are all insane against us. This matchup is just not good. This is by far the worst matchup in Pioneer for Elves, I think, could be Phoenix. Mono Red is also bad, especially if they're on Chain Whirlers. The first guy we played against had main deck Ferocidon, which is also bad for us if we're not already like at parity or ahead. Because it just deals so much damage to put so many tokens into play. Well, hopefully we can just have a super busted hand, because that's probably what we're going to need to win this matchup. God, no 1-mana play seems really poor, but mulliganing, I mean, we do have 4 Shapers we can try mulliganing too. Man, dude. Imagine having 12 1-drops and we just can't open one. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I actually might mulligan this. I really want Shaper's Sanctuary. I think it's like one of the best ways I can win is Shaper's Sanctuary in this matchup. Yeah, red deck, I agree. Jesus, this hand is also just heinous. But I do think we're going to keep it. Ironically, this one's probably worse than our first one was, but I don't really want to go to 5. Oh, man. I'm gonna get rid of one of the elves. Okay, that is the type of card we need to win with a hand like this. Sure. Sure. It's actually good for me. Elf, go. Would love to draw a land off the top. Any land would be good. Nykthos is probably the best possible, but I'll certainly take a forest. Okay, Phoenix in bin. Sure. Okay, that is really good. Okay. Please do not anger me. Okay, that will be very good. Play this. Don't anger me, please. Go. Anger GG. Yeah, I agree. Anger would indeed be GG. Not close. Oh, God, Treasure Cruise. Yep. Yep, here comes a bird. That is not a good attack from them at all, I don't think, but who knows. Play this. Let's play the Lord. Let's attack for 7. That's why the attack was nonsense. 7 you. Go. And even if they can kill it, like, I draw a card off it, so wouldn't be that bad for me. Just need to draw some good ones here. Sure, trigger draw. I would like to draw a card. Classic. Of course, they had a second Phoenix. Alright, well. Okay, it's not the worst. Just have to play this. Go ahead. Well, if we were going to draw a land, Nykthos would let us activate the War Master, which would be kind of cool. The Realm Waker or Walker isn't too bad. Collected Company would be pretty good, obviously. We're in trouble, though. I think, honestly, we just got pretty unlucky to get queued into Phoenix twice in this league. And honestly, Phoenix is probably a really good place to go if everybody's playing Liliana of the Veil. But you still have to, like, beat the Go Blanks and the hearses and things of that nature against Red-Black, so I don't even know if it's, like, that good, but it's an okay way to try and attack Liliana of the Veil, that's for sure. Unfortunately for us, we're kind of caught in the crosshairs. Sure. Trigger draw card. Treasure Cruise again. God dang it, man. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Nope, that ain't it. Alright, well, 2 and 3, not the best. That is for sure. Alright, let's look at green-black mid-range now, so that's where we're going next. And it's going to be close to what we played a few weeks ago to get a 5-0. One thing I did with this build is I've cut a Graveyard Trespasser for another Scavenging Ooze, because when we add Liliana, our curve obviously goes up, so I wanted to cut a Trespasser. I'm not even sure. I'm wondering if I should trim a Tracker or another Trespasser for like another 2-mana play, because my cuts to this deck have been 1 Sylvan Advocate, 1 Blood Chief's Thirst, 1 Trespasser, and 1 Murderous Rider, so that one was still the same CMC. So we've upped the CMC of the deck slightly, which may end up being an issue. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Sideboard, I've added 1 more Witch's Vengeance for the tribal decks that I assume we might run into. But other than that, very similar to what we did last time. Let's have to see how this goes. I think this will be pretty good, though. Excited to try it out. So this is where we're going next. Real quick, before we get started with that, I'm going to go rent some cards. And I want to give a shout out to our patrons. Thank you all so much for supporting the Swish Gaming. We really appreciate you. For $1 a month, you get access to deck guides, or not deck guides, deck lists, rather. Deck lists and various other content. $5 a month, that's when you start getting the deck guides, write-ups on sideboarding, things of that nature, sideboard guides, stuff like that. So really appreciate the people who are supporting the stream and our team. Thank you all so much. All right, let's head back over here. I will get the cards for this and return the elves for now. I will say what's awkward about this list is we can't kill a Planeswalker, which is pretty poor, to be completely honest. So maybe we should make another change to play a main deck Blood Chief's Thirst. Maybe I just don't play the Power Word kill and we go back to the Thirst, so that way I have an actual way to deal with Planeswalkers. I don't love the Murderous Rider once we add Liliana because of the CMCs of my cards. I do like Vraska in this format. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the Power Word for a Blood Chief's Thirst. Now, what's awkward about that is I don't have an answer to Sky Sovereign in game 1. if I cut one more Sylvan Advocate? Sylvan Advocate was, like, really impressive for us in the first league, though, that we played with this deck. It's, like, pretty close, to be honest. A Tear Asunder? We could play a Tear Asunder. Tasigur is clearly the answer. Yeah, a Tear Asunder doesn't seem terrible, actually. I don't know, I'd kind of rather have Power Word Kill, I think, though. It does. I'd kind of like my like, if I'm playing a removal spell, I just want it to kill pretty much anything, though, not just enchantments. Like, the 4 mana is really not very good. Yeah, I definitely, like, we want a way to kill Sky Sovereign, for sure, but it might just be the Power Word Kill that I just cut, to be honest. Because that's just generically a good, clean removal spell for a lot of things. Let me read Tear Asunder again. It's just artifacts and enchantments on this, right? Yeah, and I'd, like, never want to kick this card. It's just way too much mana. Although, I guess it does answer Plains, so it's kind of like another Bloodchief's Thirst type of card. Huh. So this could hit walkers in game 1, too. Problem is, this card has no text against, like, heroic. It would have... I feel like Power Word Kill is probably better. But I do think this is, like, very close. Alright. Chat, what should our cut be? We need to cut one card from this list. What should it be? And we could always edit the sideboard a little bit, too. Personally, I'm thinking Advocate. It could be a Scooz. Glanceman, you think it's a Chariot. Chariot's just, like, so good against the Liliana decks. We could go down a Chariot, though. I could maybe buy that. We could also go down to 25 lands instead of 26. Donnie Byrne, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. It's 25 lands enough. I don't know. I kind of like the discipline of playing 26. You think 25 is plenty? Yeah, it's close. We'll try 25. Question is, what is the cut? It might actually be a Castle Locktwain. It's one of the more awkward lands in the deck. I feel like I want to stick to the 4-man lands with the Advocates. We'll have to see if this works. 25 might be too few, but we'll try it out. Sideboard, I think I'm going to keep the same. Alright, so let's do this. Export. Alright, we'll see how 25 works. Let's grab these. Let's go over to the Cardboard Live. And switch our list. Alright. We should be ready in a moment here. Ugh, new art, Lily of the Veil, disgusting. Want the OG art. At least we've got one OG Lily. Okay, edit. Alright, let's see how the Rock can treat us here. I think green-black is actually where I want to be in this format, because you don't have as many good 3s as red-black does, so I think the curve is less awkward with Liliana of the Veil. I think Chariot lines up very, very well in the mirror. And I think Abrupt Decay's stock has gone up a lot with the printing of this new set, but being able to decay Liliana, being able to decay Underworld Connections out of Mono Black Devotion, just like there's a lot of reasons to want Abrupt Decay right now. Well, the hand looks pretty green-black to me. We'll keep it. It's a classic Josh Glantzman hand right here. Opponent's on a mulligan to 5, so Lily of the Veil's going to enjoy that. I probably will keep Tenacious in my hand so I can pitch it to Liliana, but we'll see. Oh, Unlucky Witness, sure. Until your next end step, you may play one of those. Sure. So I probably just play Ooze here. It's a little awkward if they can kill the Ooze, but I think Ooze is the right play, because I want to pitch this to the Liliana Plus, so let's do this. Go! Opponent in the tank here. I will say, too, Abrupt Decay is nice against these, like, Treasure Worldspine Worm decks, too. It's sweet that we just have a card that can blow up treasures. So their combo's not as safe as it is against Red-Black. Opponent really deep in the tank here. Abrupt Decay will be nice in this matchup, too. Being able to clean up Witch's Oven is sweet. Okay. Sure. It's a good draw. Liliana plus. Oh, interesting. The Weatherlight card. That's cool. Card's definitely sweet. Okay. It's interesting. They have no companion, which is also interesting. No Gigantha in Red-Black Sack is kind of weird. Is it playing like Meat Hook or something? It's possible. I think I want to Thoughtseize my opponent here. See what's going on. Double Deadly Dispute, huh? It's pretty annoying. They could just pitch the Abrupt Decay, which is, like, kind of awkward, but just getting this into play seems good. Yeah. It's fine. Our opponent's going to go to one card here. So they'll Deadly Dispute. They do get to play a card out of exile, which is annoying, but they have to pitch one of the cards they draw to dispute here. This. Eat your guy. Go. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Braids, huh? Okay. It's fine with me. I think I just edict my opponent here more than likely. I'd say so. Let's make you sack a guy. Buy this back. Oh, maybe. We could try to build something with that, for sure. So my opponent could fire up Den of the Bugbear and attack Liliana next turn. I think that might be okay, though, because then we just flip the Trespasser. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I like just trying to end this game. I'm going to play my land. End step, sack this, draw a card. Okay, that's pretty good. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Now this will flip. Yep. Fine by me. Attack. Go ahead. I'll draw a card. That's a pretty cool one. Okay. Okay, let's let them go to combat. Let's push their guy. Cool. Sure. They just have to lose everything. That's awesome. I can't fire this up for enough, right? Just short. Can make it a 4/4. So it's probably better to blitz underdog and then play ooze. Combat. 3. Draw a card. Yeah, Tegrid is definitely interesting with Liliana, Zach. Alright, so we're playing against like some sacrifice variation. I definitely want another Vraska, I think, to deal with those braids. And just another way to blow up ovens, things of that nature. Pretty happy with all my cards, though, to be completely honest. I think Trespasser... It's either Trespasser or Ooze. I think I'd rather cut an Ooze. That might actually be the only change I make, though. Gargaroth could be good, but we've seen Eaten Alive. That scares me. Kalitas is interesting. Kalitas could be okay. Maybe better than one Chariot. Chariot's, like, good, but... I might take a Kalitas over a Chariot. Let's try that. I'm not certain that that's right, but Kalitas seems pretty good against the sack deck. I feel like Blood Chief's Thirst is kind of underwhelming here. I don't know. Maybe I do want Gargaroths looking at this more. I think I have a little bit too much one-for-one removal. Yeah, that deck probably would be mono black, Zach. Maybe. It might be red black. You might want Croxa in that kind of deck. just can't decide if I want, like... If I want these Gargaroths. I really don't know if push is good at all. I guess it deals with the man lands, so we want to leave it in for the man lands. Alright, I think I'm going to try this. That ain't it. Well, they mulliganed to 5 in game 1. We might have the mulligan bug this game. We'll see. Yeah, it seems awkward, but I'm going to keep it. Sylvan Advocate seems pretty unnecessary to me. In this hand, I think. Sure. Sure. Okay. I'm just going to do this right now. Let's go get a swamp. So they're not playing Gigantha because they wanted to try out Braids. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know that that's correct, but it's definitely neat. Go ahead, opponent. Turn 2, we'll play Lair and Underdog more than likely, but we'll see what we draw. Sure. Okay. Get this guy in the way of that 1/1. It's enough of that. They could Braids me. That'd be pretty gross. If they go Braids and then Oven their Epicure, I have to sack the Underdog, but that's not that bad for me, in all honesty. To like lose a 1/1 and I can rebuy the 3/2 later. Let's kind of see what happens, I guess. Okay, that's annoying. We are not drawing very well. Playing Tireless Tracker is probably too bad here. So I guess I probably just play this tapped. And say go. Yep. Alright. Opponent's hand has been kind of just the stone nuts this game. Cat Oven, turn 1 solid play, Deadly Dispute. Can't imagine a much better one for him. I feel like I'm going to get Braids. That's fine. We can Fatal Push that after I have to sack the underdog off. Alright, that's very annoying. That actually gets rid of my Revolt, too. A permanent you controlled. Yeah, so... yeah, this... I mean, their hand has been just completely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, so this is a weird question. What? I don't actually know how this works. Can I did control the creature at one time this turn. I assume that still won't trigger Revolt. I don't think it works that way. I'm not even going to try it, but... okay. What's really awkward here is I don't actually know if I have another black source to fetch. I think I only played 2 basic swamps. Let's go look. Just about everything has gone wrong in this game. Yeah, I only have 2 swamps, so I can't even trigger Revolt here. Awkward. Which means I'm probably dead. Can, like, hope they screw up and play an Urborg or something, I guess. I think the only way I can win is if my opponent plays an Urborg for no reason. But let's just see. Probably better than just conceding the game, which was the other option. So I don't think we can really stop them very well here. Yeah. God, dude. Yeah, alright. That's enough for me. So Fatal Push claimed the Firstborn. Not very good against Elder Gargaroth. I wonder if I want the Gargaroths in. I think I do. Although, God, this card's like really bad against Braids. But I have so many answers to Braids. Kind of want to cut the like Sylvan Advocates potentially. I feel like having some early game though is important. Maybe just like one Advocate, maybe one Chariot. I think that's what I'm going to try. It's so awkward because I feel like Chariot is pretty good in this matchup. So maybe that's not a good cut. Especially being on the play. Is there any world where I ever trim a Liliana? Because Liliana is kind of awkward against them with all their garbage 1-drops that I don't really want to edict. I may actually try one less Liliana. I think that one's close, though. We will... God, this hand is awkward. We're gonna keep it, but... Strange hand. On a mulligan. It's nice for us, I think. Play this, go. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. I think I'm just gonna probably play an underdog here. Thoughtseize next turn. If they push this, I don't really care. Sure. It's a pretty good draw. Wish my mana were not so garbage, but... Push my guy. We're gonna Thoughtseize. I want to see what's going on over there. Another underdog would be like fine, but all right. So they have Braids, Deadly Dispute, Dreadbore. They can just take their Braids. It's either Braids or Deadly Dispute. I guess I could just take Deadly Dispute, and then if they play Braids, I just kill it with Decay. And their hand just doesn't do anything. Which might be right, actually, looking at this more. I don't want to let them really have to draw two. I think I actually like this more. But it's interesting, because the Deadly Dispute's just such a disaster if they draw, like, a 1-drop. I'm going to take the Dispute. I think that's correct. Don't know for sure, but that's what we're going to go with. This also forces them to, like, play the Takanuma to cast this. Ooh, that's... Okay. That's pretty gross. Just gonna do this right now. Go. I did not think about them strip mining me. I'll tell you that much. But I guess it doesn't really change that much. I just need to draw lands. Like, we just draw a land and play Trespasser. That's so good here. They have to 2-for-1 themselves to kill it, and we get to eat the braids out of the yard, gain a life, so I don't think we're in that bad of shape still. Opponent's not really doing that much. We have Fatal Push for their manland when it becomes relevant. Classic Lanceman telling me 25 lands enough. You haven't watched enough of my streams, apparently. This is a classic way for me to lose games. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Jiffy56, thank you very much. Braids is a May, right? Oh, you're right, it is a May. So that was just a mistake on my part. That's my bad. So we probably just should have let my opponent draw a card, but I didn't think it was a May because Moto was like, the way Moto was working, it looked like it wanted me to click a permanent. I didn't know no was an option. That's fair, Glanceman, that's fair. Now, I only draw lands in those kind of decks, man. When I need my... I think I just still play this and let them cast their Fatal Push. I think that's very acceptable. Because if they're pushing, that means they're not popping their blood, which I think is good for me. I'm just going to do this right now. Go. Okay, I'm not playing 24, I'll tell you that much. Dude, are you kidding me? God, that's frustrating. Let's eat your other braids. They have Dreadbore, so they can kill my guy if they want to. Okay, trigger, you discard. Best draw in the world here is another fetch land by a mile. I think they'll sack their Epicure here, but we'll see. Maybe they'll sack a land. God, dude, come on, man. Oh, they did sack the Epicure. I think I just have to play Tireless Tracker. It's, like, awful, but I think you just got to do it. It went okay, Jiffy. Not great, but not good enough, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. What a frustrating game, dude. It's just unbelievable. It does go back to me sacking that land, though. If I would have realized it was a May and we had more mana, maybe we would have been able to get out of this. We'd be able to, like, play a Kalitas here, and that'd be really good. I guess, obviously, right now I just have to Thoughtseize. Take your Mayhem Devil. Alright, well. I have not 100% lost the game yet, but I don't feel good about where I'm at. Yeah, they'll fire up the Hive. I'm just going to let them attack. So they might think they have lethal here. God dang it, dude. Come on. I assume they're going to sack a land here. It's a pretty easy play. Yeah. No was right, yeah. I should have just clicked no the first time. Now we're just, like, dead to the braids, I think. In classic. Alright. Well, that was infuriating. But Jiffy, we went 2-3. We lost to Phoenix twice, and we lost to Mono Red. And then we beat, like, some guy on zombies, and I don't remember what the other person was playing. Alright, well, this hand's very good. We'll keep. Okay, so opponent probably on Phoenix. Thoughtseize. Hand's pretty good against Phoenix, I think. Oh. I think I actually take their Typhoon. So this is probably the creativity deck. Part of me wants to take this Typhoon and not let them have a redraw, but the Anger is actually really good against this hand, so I may take the Anger. Because this hand wants to go Ooze into Trespasser real bad. So I might need to just do this. Yeah, I think it probably has to be Anger with the way our hand lines up. But we can kind of strand that dig through time with all our ways to attack their yards, so that's pretty good. Okay, the top deck impulse was pretty nuts there from our opponent. Okay, that'll be good for later. I need to save that in my hand. Alright, I'm gonna eat the impulse, I guess. Are you ready for them to have another one, Glanceman? Because I am. Alright, they didn't have it. Lucky us. Probably Field of Ruin here. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they're going to Typhoon also makes sense. That actually makes more sense. They need to just try and dig as quick as possible. Fortunately, no spell mastery for them now, at least. Okay. So we know these two cards in our opponent's hand. Spell Pierce, Dig Through Time. So they drew Unexpected Windfall or Big Score here. Yep. Opponent's drawn about as well as possible the first few turns of this game, which is pretty annoying, but what are you going to do? Okay, Liliana the Veil's pretty good. Yeah, we could. We certainly could. I'm going to attack. And I'm going to eat the Anger. Okay. Spell Pierce catches Liliana, so there's really no reason to even play Liliana here. Go. Maybe they'll go for the combo and not play around Beseiju, I guess. They probably would play around it, though, because it plays around Abrupt Decay as well. We'll see what they do. Another big score effect. God, dude. How good can you draw? This is just absolutely ridiculous. Alright, well. Sure. At least if they're going to dig through time, they have to sack off 2 treasures, which I guess I'm okay with. And they lose their yard. So it's annoying, but probably beatable. Well, they cast 2 spells, that's annoying. And we, meanwhile, cannot draw a spell. Trigger, eat your thing. I'm just gonna pass here and not keep. I want this to become a 4/4, I think. I'm gonna play a tapped Overgrown Tomb. Go. Guess they may not have had Spell Pierce there. Yeah, because they had pitched it. Maybe we were supposed to Liliana? I don't know. I kind of like getting the Graveyard Glutton to a 4/4 to get it out of like anger range and things of that nature. Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Puts a lot of pressure on my opponent, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to play Chariot first. If they have a counter spell, then I get to eat both their spells with the Glutton. Okay. Combat. Tech. Go. Problem is, if they have creativity, they can just target all their treasures. Okay. Sure. So if they creativity and target all 3, I just lose. And they have it, I think, which is why they're paying costs. As long as they do this right, I can't win. Yep, they win. Yep. guess we should have made him do it, but I don't think my opponent would go for it if they didn't have it there. I don't know. Alright, well. Duress. It's like some really awkward scenario where Lifebane would be good, because if we ever tag either of their pieces, they just snap lose the game. But it's probably bad. They want another Vraska. That does nothing. These do nothing. It'll push us a little better than Bloodchief's Thirst, but... I mean, it's either Lifebane Zombie here or, like, Elder Gargaroth. And I feel like Lifebane just randomly being able to tag combo piece could be awesome. Oh yeah, Go Blank should be in. You're right. That's probably it. I do have one Fatal Push that could just become a Lifebane Zombie, I think. I don't think I ever want to tap out for Gargaroth more often than not. Oh yeah, Shield of Dread should definitely go in your cube, Zach. The card's sick. Lifebane or Gargaroth? It's like kind of close, to be honest. Just think this is so unlikely to work. Just to stay low. Alright. Sand is very awkward. It's got pressure. We have a lot of hand hate to draw to. Man, this mana is so awkward. We might be able to do better than this. I'm pretty concerned about this hand, to be honest. No hand hate. No way to interact at all. It's like kind of a quick clock, though, I guess. Terrible against Anger of the Gods, though. Yeah. I think so, too. The clock... Yeah, I know. The clock is, like, somewhat real with this hand, for sure. Alright, I think this one is not much better, but a little bit better. I'm not going to go any lower, I'll tell you that much. Vraska versus Chariot. Interesting. I think it's probably Chariot, just to try and kill him. Go. Okay, tapped red source. Let's cast this. Go. There's definitely one downside to playing that one first, but it did attack for more, so I think it was right. Yep, here we go, missing lands. Go. Well, we probably lost. I think we needed a land this turn, to be honest, but we'll see. Yep. Oh my god, man. Alright, I'm not going to waste our time with this. Holy crap, we are drawing badly. On top of us not drawing that well, our opponent in game 1 could not have drawn better at all. Yeah, for sure. Your draws are pretty spectacular today. Yeah, they've been excellent. Alright. That's alright. Alright, the Phoenix chick, you got it. I don't really understand what people's obsession with playing this card is. I feel like there are just so many better 1-drops in Pioneer to be playing, but I'm definitely going to Thoughtseize here. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. I kind of want to take this Squee, to be honest. The Squee is scary. I could take their land drop, but I think that's pretty aggressive. I think I'm just going to take their Squee. I don't know, though. They can buy Squee back. You like taking the land. Problem is if they just rip 2 lands in a row, though. Okay. We'll try that. I have a really bad feeling they're going to peel 2 lands in a row, but we'll see. Yes, we did stop for now with the Elves. We went 2-3 in our league. We lost to Phoenix twice, and we lost to Mono Red. Well, now we have an answer to the Squeeze, so that's nice. I kind of want to just play this here, to be honest. If they want to Wild Slash this, that's cool. So I'd like to get the Slash out of their hand for Tireless Tracker later. I think that's good. Go. Just the most mana efficient play, too. Sure. Alright, I think here I'm going to Thoughtseize Power Word Kill, and the next turn I can Tireless Tracker. Oh god, our mana again, very awkward. I feel like I'm definitely supposed to Thoughtseize, so let's do that. Just draw Trespasser? Yeah, I'd love to draw a Trespasser. Alright, well, I'm going to take the Annex. And then I guess I'm just going to push a bird here so I can play Tireless Tracker land next turn. Could even power word kill, but I don't think that's right. Kill that. I'll take one. Okay, well, that's a pretty good draw, all things considered. Play with fire me instead of my tracker, huh? I guess they're just really digging into that land. It's like an awkward play, to be honest. I feel like they're just supposed to kill the tracker. But what do I know? Sure. I think we're in good shape. Alright, that's really good. Pop clue. Okay, combat. You may hit me for one. Okay. Pop clue. Okay. That's pretty insane. That's also insane. I think Ooze is actually better than second tracker here. Gives me a couple of eats, a little bit of life gain. Yeah, we can play the second tracker next turn. Play this. Eat your Phoenix chick. I'll respond. Eat your Annex. Good try, opponent. Yeah, alright. Opponent gets it. Gargaroth, Vraska. Vengeance is awkward because they have so much deferring creature types here. Thoughtseize is kind of bad, but I think I still just, like, want it to know what's going on and just have more cheap plays. Chariot's a little slow. Tracker's a little slow as well. Wonder if there's any world where I just cut Tireless Tracker. I like Tenacious Underdog because it's a 2-mana play. We could trim on Underdog, I guess. Just need to be careful that we don't make our curve too high. I think I'm definitely supposed to trim like 2. I'll trim 2 trackers, maybe 1 Chariot because I brought in some other 4s. And maybe 1 Underdog. I think that makes sense. Second Vraska may not be 100% necessary either. Maybe that's actually the cut. 1's probably fine. 2 might be overkill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. definitely keeping this hand. This hand is kind of insane, to be honest. The old 1, 2, very good 4, 5. We'd like a 3. I think I'm just going to kill that. Never mind. I'm probably just going to Thoughtseize. Take whatever their 2-drop might be. So I could wait to Thoughtseize until turn 3, but I think we want to be able to take their Annex. I'm just going to Thoughtseize. Alright, this game's not quite going to work out the way the other one did. I think I might just take their light up the stage. Annex is pretty annoying, though. But just a 1-mana draw 2 is so brutal. You would take the light up the stage. I think it's just what we have to take. It's just, like, too good. Go. Sylvan Advocate, go ahead. Very good Sylvan Advocate matchup, I'll tell you that much. Sure. That's a pretty good draw there. So we know their hand is those 2 cards. I kind of just want to go Shock, Abrupt Decay. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I just play this tapped and Abrupt Decay this. I guess I'm up on the life total. Then I don't get to crunch my opponent at all. I also just don't need to Blood Chief's Thirst, I guess. Just like Abrupt Decay this, attack for 2. I mean, that seems pretty good. I haven't played it at all. I guess I played it 2 at a Giant. It was fun. That's about all I've got to say about it. I think we're just going to Abrupt Decay. And then attack for 2 and then play this tapped. That's the play. Sure. You get a token, play this tapped. Combat. Attack. Go. Sure. I will block your Satyr token. Sure. I will still block. It could have a cleave here, which would suck. Sure, that is completely fine. Alright, Sika's Chariot, your turn. Ouch. So I can use Castle Embreth to get in 2 damage here, which is not very scary. Last card is Spikefield Hazard in hand. I don't think they can beat an Elgar Gargaroth, so I'm just going to slam that here. And probably watch them concede. Yep, that's about what I thought would happen. Alright, we got a W. Yeah, the two-headed giant I played was really sweet, but obviously that's a little different. We needed that one for morale. We really did, man. Honestly, if we end up with a 3-2, I mean, that's all you can ever expect with Green-Black X is just 60% win rate type day. Alright. We want a die roll. We have a hand that needs to draw lands, but I think I'm supposed to keep this. Oh, God. Alright. I'm going to keep it. I think cutting a land was just such a mistake. 26 with the 4 times tireless trackers is probably just where we need to be, but that's fine. Let's put this in tapped. Go. Could have been really aggressive and shocked it, I guess, to have an answer to the turn 1 creature. Oh boy. I'm going to play this. Go. It's a lot of 1-drops. Go. Next turn. Yeah? Is that when I'll draw a land? Next turn? Okay with my opponent attacking here and throwing away a creature. I think I am actually okay with that. I'd rather trade one of these for... Okay. They didn't even let me have that. The monster. Kill that. Would love a land deck. Oh my god. Alright, combat. Attack for 2. Go. Yep, and they certainly have a God's Willing here. Guess I should have just forced the God's Willing, I think, but I think I have to kill one of these knights. Go ahead and blow me out. Oh, didn't have it. Okay. Oh, they get to put a counter on it. I did not. Okay. Pretty gross. Ooze will be good here, though, I will say. Alright, go ahead. I actually still very much have a chance in this game. This covered Extraction Specialist, which is great. It's like one thing we were really weak to here was Extraction. It's pretty annoying. Okay. Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. I think I have to try fatal pushing the lieutenant for sure. Okay, they just don't have brave. Well, that's really good for us. Okay. Is Liliana Edict good? Or is it better to just start eating stuff? It's probably better to start eating stuff. I can eat 3 things, gain 3 life, have a 5/5. So I really need to not get blown out by Extraction Specialist. Go. Liliana Edict was interesting in the fact that now they just get to start castling me every turn if they have a land. Well, that's tough. History of Benalia. Jeez. Okay. So they're on like a more knight-focused mono-white deck. Okay, we'll take 5. Thoughtseize. Kind of want to go Lily Edict here, and then we have a 6/6 to block. I think that makes sense. Could also just go Vraska minus on this. And then if they want to kill... The problem is if they have Brave, that's like so awkward. Brave's going to be bad for me no matter what, though. Good, man. How are you doing, dude? So we just pretend it's not real? That's fair. Alright. Does not look like they have it. Sure. Go. Brave isn't real, it can't hurt you. Yeah, I guess that needs to be our attitude about it right now. Good news is if they want to kill my Vraska, they have to lose a creature here, which is huge. Sure. Sure. It's really disgusting. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I think my only out is play Tracker, play land, plus Vraska, sack the Clue, hope to hit Fatal Push exactly, and then maybe there's a shot here. We'd still be in a lot of trouble, but I think that pretty much about the only out I have. Okay, that's not very good. Got a couple blocks, but this is going to give all his knights plus, yeah, History Benalia here. Just way too good for me to beat. Guess I may as well Thoughtseize for information on the last card, but we're dead. Jeez. Alright, well. Vengeance has got to be quite good. Kalitas, probably quite good. Grasp, quite good. Gargaroth is probably fine. I think Vraska is also fine. Yeah, I don't know, Glancement. It's possible. I feel like 4 of these is way too many. In fact, Tireless Tracker is almost a liability because it's a human, which we're going to be naming on. I guess we could name Knight on Vengeance. Naming Knight might be even better than human against his deck, so I certainly want to go down a couple copies. I feel like I have too many 4s right now. Maybe Vraska is actually bad. It's terrible against Brave. It's like really expensive. Probably not the ideal matchup for it. Liliana actually seems kind of bad against his deck too, to be completely honest. I think Liliana's a trap against this. Just has a bunch of token producing things. Chariot's kind of medium too. Although I will say, they're almost certainly not a Thalia deck if they're playing a million histories in their main deck. They seem to be more Knight-centric, so they might not be on Extraction Specialist either, to be honest, but... So maybe Vraska is good enough. Brave's probably still in their deck. I don't know. It's interesting. I think I'm going to trim an Underdog. And I'm going to trim 1 Chariot. I think that's going to be my game plan here. This hand is very medium, but I do think it's a keep. It's a hand that's going to need to draw some spells. Hard to be upset about hand hate spell, double removal spell, though. And they're on a mulligan, so that's nice as well. Okay. This hand is very annoying. I think I just need to take the History Benalia. This card is just really, really good in his deck. Go. Okay, that's a very, very good draw there. Lets me start pressuring, which is huge. Okay. That's a surprise. Very surprised at that. Combat, attack for 2. Come on, dude. Pretty tilting. So I'm just gonna Noxious Grasp this. Don't really want him to have the option to double block. Alright, that's like fine, I guess. Combat 2. Okay. Well, I know his hand is those two cards. I feel like drawing a land isn't too bad here, but I kind of just want to draw a Witch's Vengeance more than anything. Question I have is, do I actually want to kill anything here? Probably want to use at least one removal spell. I think I'm going to Noxious Grasp this. And then I'm just going to untap. Okay. It's kind of cool, I guess. Just have to save the power word kill for the Banalish Marshal that I know is coming. Dude, are you kidding me? Okay, whatever, dude. This is ridiculous. Just trip Knight of the White Orchid draw. Okay. Well, no matter what, he would attack all here, I would imagine, so... Kill that. I think we kill one of these Vigilant tokens. Alright, well, the good news is a land is like a pretty good draw. Okay. I think I just want to play this patiently. I'm going to attack for 4. And this way I leave up activating Castle or firing up a huge man land because it gets +2/+2 from Advocate. I think we're like in fine shape. Okay, that's fine. All this is acceptable. Yeah. Okay. that's really nice. It's worth noting they can use the Shepherd Dunes, but I don't think that's going to be quite good enough for them. Eat this. Go. Even, like, Brave the Elements isn't that busted right now, which is good. I guess Brave on green activate Shepherd Dunes would be pretty annoying, but it's beatable. Sure. Don't care a ton about that. This is fine. So I can fire up Lair as a 4/4 here. Alright, they are completely dead. This attack is not going to get it done. Overall record this weekend, I went 6-1 in the 10K, and I died in the second 20K. Okay, so eat this, eat this, eat this. Take 4, and then we can kill them on the crackback. Yeah. Alright, great. Lifebane Zombie's interesting in this matchup, too. I think it's kind of bad, but maybe it's good enough, just ripping a creature out of their hand and then trading. I don't know, I feel like that's not good enough, to be honest. I wonder if Chariot is actually nonsense. I don't know. Chariot... I did Legion, yeah. $600. Yeah, it was pretty good. Not as good as Raja's 3,500 he made on the weekend, though. That's for sure. But it was still good. I was still very happy with it, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he made... This hand is just good enough. It's certainly not great. I think I get rid of a Fabled Passage more than likely. Yeah. Okay, Thoughtseize. Insane. Well, I have to take a Worthy Knight. There's no way I can beat 2 of these. For if we do, they can't win, and if we don't, we probably lost. It's a cast trigger, so incentivize just immediately kill that. Go. It's not great for me, but it's beatable. Okay, I'm just going to play Tireless Tracker here. Yeah. Venerable, pretty darn good. X3 matter. It certainly could matter. Get a forest. Does drawing a card make sense? Probably. Okay, well that's really good. So now I can just trade off pretty aggressively here. And then we just slam a Gargaroth and hope it can win. Maria is broke. Which one is that, DeCandio? Them having a land drop, he can fire up the Mutavault, which is concerning. Ooh, that... Not even sure if... what if I do this and have 2 blocks? Obviously, then they get to put a counter here. Seems really bad for me. If I block here, we go to 1. The best block, but it's pretty close. It's what we're going to try. So had I blocked here and they would have put a counter on like this and we would have drawn into a 2-drop, maybe we had a chance. Maybe my opponent won't see firing up Mutavault. If they don't fire up Mutavault, I think we're still alive. So let's just hope they're dumb. Screwed up. All right, well, let's see how this last one will go. Well, let's see if we can still get a 2-3 out of this. Been a pretty unimpressive league, but we have drawn heinously, to be completely honest. Opening a 0-lander and not being able to draw a 3-of sweeper in that matchup was just really, really ridiculous. Well, we're going to keep it. Oh, yeah, no, I think we want to go tapped Overgrown Tomb, Blooming Marsh here. All right. Oh, that's true. You're right. I need to go adjust that. Alright, that's been adjusted. We were doing elves earlier, Harrison. We're now playing the rock. Sure. Okay. Ooze. Go. Yana here, but... to get a trigger. Go. Sure. Just don't really want to get edicted again. Okay, I'm just going to play Tireless Tracker. Go. Gonna sack the Glutton here for sure. Probably get a Forest because the Urborg. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Probably what I'm gonna play too, because this is so good if they have another Invoke. I don't like Vraska Plus there, Harrison, because they could have another Invoke. This just puts them under so much pressure, too. Like, they can't... Okay. Be kind of annoying if he has a Fatal Push, but... Assume they'll be killing the Chariot. That's fine. Ooh, double Fatal Push sucks. Yep. Okay, Lily of the Veil here is pretty good. Lily plus... Go. Okay, man. Guess we'll Thoughtseize. Oh man, that is going to be a huge problem for me. Sleeper? Oh my god, that's bad. I need to hold the land in case we draw a Tireless Tracker. Yep. Think of this hand. It's a lot of lands, is what I think of this. No answer to Evolve Sleeper is pretty gross. Kinda do, but it just takes forever. This hand's also super cold to a Thoughtseize. Yeah, very rough league indeed, Igloo Boy. You can probably do better than this hand. I'm going to mulligan the 5-lander. Alright. I'm going to get rid of, I believe, a Decay. Die. Alright. Let's do this, I guess. Don't really want to have Abrupt Decay up here. I'm going to pitch a Fabled Passage, I think. Okay, I'm going to hold this in hand. That doesn't do it. Do I play my own? Yeah, playing Lily doesn't really do anything either. We're just going to sit here. But letting them Edict me is definitely poor. I could do this, I guess, in case they're the off chance they're playing Field of Ruin. Just hide this. Let's do that. Evolved Sleeper. Sure. Oh, they're not going to plus their Lily? Okay. Works for me. Most sense, though. I want to start getting cards out of my hand and being efficient. The only... I mean, this is just certainly possible. Think a thing off the board, though. Yeah, Liliana. Okay, well. It's not the end of the world, I guess. And I have a castle and they don't, so they had about a... So that just kills the sleeper and then we uptick, I believe. Assume it's going to be that angel. Yep. Just had a feeling that was in their hand for sure. Go. Yep. Alright, well, we've drawn really well this game. Yes. No reason to... I can plus Rask. Go. So probably gonna... Let's go ahead and Edict. Plus Vraska, no sacks. Could I guess sack a land? But I don't think I want to. Combat, let's kill your Liliana. Well, I think this hand is good enough, so I'm going to keep it, but... Alright, play this, go. Guess guess we just play Beseiju Advocate, go. Ooh, no Fatal Push is nice. Oh boy. That's a problem. Alright, well, Tireless Tracker. Let's eat the wedding announcement. We haven't won yet, to be fair. Sure, so then I push the Paragon. That's definitely the correct play from him. Damage. You go to 1. Alright, well now his Evolved Sleeper just kills him if he activates. So I guess I just get Vraska back with Takanuma here. Seems like a good play to me. Kill your guy. To be honest. Yes, that was definitely the right play. Unfortunately, not the one I went with. Alright. Not an amazing league. We'll do another one in a second, though, I think. While we take a break here, go ahead, give a shout out to the patrons. Thank you all so much for supporting V-Swish Gaming. $1 a month gets you access to deck lists that the team is using at events. $5 a month, access to sideboard guides, things of that nature. But greatly appreciate everybody who supports the stream and the team. Thank you so much. I'll be back in 1 moment. Alright, I am back. So, I definitely want to go up a land better than it looks. Tracker, sometimes that's how it works. Definitely messed up on a few of the not do it. Honestly, that black-white deck that our last opponent was playing looked really cool. I think it was very well positioned against other Liliana decks. Fortunately for us, I think ours is also pretty well positioned against other Liliana decks. Vraska, Abrupt Decay, bunch of Tenacious Underdog, Chariot. We have a lot of cards that are good against Liliana. But that Angel was nasty. And black-white is really interesting because it gets access to Vanishing Verse, which is just super good against both the white aggro decks of the format because you don't let things get Extraction Specialist back, which is really cool. Also quite good against other Liliana decks, just being able to deal Liliana. Against mono green, it's insane. We'll probably play more black-white mid-range tomorrow. Go back to that. Alright, well, I'm keeping this. Immediately loving the fact that I added a land to my deck. Maybe they mulliganed, I don't know. Okay, they mulliganed to 5. That's pretty brutal. Double Thoughtseize Liliana is going to tear that apart. That's a nice draw there. Thoughtseize you. Okay, much better than our first one. Yeah, let's do this and just start eating. Eating Greasefang. Honestly, a Greasefang is so bad for me that I think I'm just going to eat their Greasefang rather than the Perihelion, just to cut off regardless if they top deck it or not, because they just buy back Chariot and then can crew Chariot, attack with Chariot, and I'm just not winning that game. So I'm just going to hope. And if they did it, they did it, I guess. They get a land back, which is annoying, but it's fine. Kalidas is probably not good enough. That's 3 pushes? I don't know, man. But I guess the other stuff we'd have. Go draw a vehicle. We're in big trouble because they just pitch it, but they can also play Greasefang or Tassiger here. I actually just have to pitch the Gargaroth, which sucks, but the Lily, not good enough. Assume. Okay, well now they're just going to play Tassiger, probably. Sure. So I can kill the Liliana. Could just blitz this and take a crap ton of damage. That seems really awkward, though. Close, maybe not. Yeah, we know their hand is Greasefang exactly. Yeah, so leaving the Lily in play is probably too dangerous. It's very close. I just hate throwing away my Advocate, but I guess our Advocate's going to go away regardless if they want it to. I really would like a Tireless Tracker right about now. Okay, well we can play this and eat the Can't Stay Away, which is nice. Okay, no vehicle for them is good for me, I guess. Yep. Can't Stay Away even do anything. Not right now. I might actually... We could do Tasker to not flip anything particularly good. Okay. Pretty sure it's just what it has to be. Yes, man. So if we're playing it's a one of. The problem is if I give them any of this and they have a land, we're just dead. I guess I just hope they don't have a land and untap guarantee they hit a vehicle, but... We do. We do. That is true, lol. That is true. I think I just need to hope they don't have an untapped land and that they attack with this. We could have, yes. That's the thing, right? Like, I'm going to give him Lily. I think playing to the one of Gargaroth is just, like, so unlikely. Yeah, alright, it was a tap land. Okay. Well, I'm not going to block. Grease Fang. Can also rip Tireless Tracker, which sometimes these decks... Also just Compress Wood. 5 lands is pretty awkward. And the sand is very bad against Liliana of the Veil. It does have an answer to Grease Fang, which is nice. I think we'd probably do better than this. I'm going to mulligan. God, dude. Well, we're going to keep. And we're going to get rid of the Advocate. Wow, this Duress sucks. Oh my god. Alright, well. I think it has to be Grease Fang. Could take the Informant, I guess. I don't know, maybe taking the Informant makes sense. It's just, like, dangerous. I think it's just, like, gotta be this. It's just so many ways for them to pitch this and then punish me later. Oh, that's... Second main. Duress. Whatever, dude. That is just so ridiculous. Don't even know. Just absolutely obscene. Opponent just top decks into second Grease Fang. We also miss land. Pretty ridiculous. Guess I shouldn't be one to one can play. get rid of the Blood Chief's Thirst. Excuse me. And we're going to play this and pass turn. Alright, Thoughtseize. Okay, that's interesting. I probably just have to take the Kolaghan's command. So they're playing Niv to Light. So if I don't take the Kolaghan's command, it's just like... it's pretty annoying. I don't know. I guess I can like lead... I would lead on Trespasser anyway. It's just like cuts them off mana and cuts them off a lot of plays. God, their hand is so bad. I can't wait to lose to it. Won't happen for a turn or two. This is... guess it doesn't 2-for-1 me if I top deck a land. Let's just hope I can draw a land. Screw it. Go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right now, if they don't want this to flip. Okay, apparently they wanted it to flip. Guess I just play this. But pushes are like so bad that... is it even worth playing the underdog? It probably isn't. That just puts me down resources. He's probably going to K-command here anyway. I guess maybe he wouldn't, but if he doesn't, that's like... push hand versus in the graveyard is not that much different. If these pushes were cards with text, then this would... okay, go. Oh my god, dude. Alright, combat. Go. So we can Edict the Niv Mizzet that my opponent's probably about to play. Shadow's Verdict is just nuts here. I assume that's what they get, is a Shadow's Verdict. Each Extinction Event. Go. Yep. Sure. A creature, which I think is going to be good enough here. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think I lead here on Thoughtseize. We can duress later. I'd like to... Carroted almost certainly to take. This is Bant. This is Sultai. So this is still 2 mana with those 2 lands. It's awkward though because Omnath is also like really good. So maybe I just take the Omnath. Carroted. But I do think it was close. Tenacious. Go ahead. Thank you very much, Last God. Appreciate it. You're a superstar. Thank you very much. Drown ads in the tub. Top deck another carroted, dude. Give me a break. Alright, well. Attack. Rest and take the Arlen. Next turn I can play Tracker plus land to get a clue. Might actually just have to leave them with the Arlen, which is really embarrassing. Because I don't want them to be able to answer my Tracker. I guess if I play Tireless Tracker this turn, they won't be able to play a 4-drop. Maybe I just don't take a clue? I don't know. This is really, really awful. I'm actually going to do that. Also gets pretty rewarded if I top deck like another Tireless Tracker. Sure. I guess one thing to think about was them not having an untapped land, which I didn't really think about enough, but it's alright. Sure. Sure. Okay, well, things went really well for us. So that play pattern ended up working out really well. Okay, well, their hand is actually kind of awful. Freaking Loxodon Smiter, dude. People out here just trying to beat Lily of the Veil. They mean business. Excuse me. I could offer the trade with the Tireless Tracker here, which is kind of interesting. Maybe do this first. I think attacking here is actually acceptable. Exchange was going to go. Still a Liliana Edict U-turn. Go. Okay. Well, they certainly drew a 5-mana payoff then. There's their one unknowns, Bring to Light or Niv Mizzet here, I assume. So frustrating, man. This guy is drawing so well. Guess hindsight, so then we could have attacked with our Tireless Tracker here. Brick Fingers, did we know they had Niv? Why in the heck was it not showing up in the revealed cards? Did I exit it out on accident? Yep, there goes Tireless Tracker. Guess I could sack my Liliana. That actually might be the play here because it's not doing me really anything. Could sack the Underdog, I guess, as well. Just setting up, buying it back later. Might actually be the best return, which I think is good. Okay. possible that plussing Lily to let them put Smiter in was actually okay that turn, because they're very likely going to bring to light for like a sweep effect here, like a Shadow's Verdict, and so putting the Smiter into play would have gotten rid of that. Creatures in play. Sure. Oh, they only cast it with 4 colors? What? Extinction event again? Dreadbore. Okay. Maybe they don't have... Okay. No, we're not in great shape, but it's still a winnable game. Okay. This. Okay. Blitz and attack for 4. I guess a smarter play because the underdog can't get it. Why are you blocking with that? Don't quite understand. A Dreadbore instead of anything relevant last turn. Alright, well, another Bring to Light, apparently. How much of this are you going to draw? Just knock it off. Deck plays 8 cards that matter. They've drawn 4 of them. I get the Niv, like, spins into more, but still. The Scarab God, huh? Well, I have to do this. Their Confluence, I guess. Seems better than plussing. I don't really know what plussing's doing. The Scarab God, but if they're smart, they just buy back Trespasser and eat my underdog. Yep. Rough day so mid-range pile. Made a like slight adjustments, but still basically the same deck. I mean, whatever black X deck we play good after getting Thoughtseized and having none of them. Oh, we're gonna keep. Okay. Okay, we'll decay that. I think we'll decay that at least. It seems probably right to just keep them off mana. The only thing that's awkward is if they have like Kiora. Just like Thoughtseize them first, and then just start ticking up Liliana, decay this later. That might be better. Yeah, that's possible too. I think Thoughtseize is probably right. Is everybody ready for the top deck Karn? Alright, no top deck Karn. Thank you. Alright. We want a Liliana Plus. But because Liliana is going to be rolling up, we're not going to have the luxury of just holding on to that push forever. Obviously, we didn't know we were going to draw this. But we'll... Okay. Sure. That's fine. We can just blitz underdog and kill that. I'm not even convinced that was a good play from them, to be honest. That's this next turn. Doing next turn now. Sure. Okay, and now I will plus this, I think. Potentially get it close to ultimate. The Havens, that's probably correct. Let's do this. Draw. Nice. All right. That was closer than I would have liked it to be, but... Okay, I do not think Trespasser is very good against green. Chariot, I think, is nonsense. Do I like Vraska? I kind of do like Vraska. I like that it comes down and just, like, kills Kiora. Pretty big fan of that. Four Tireless Trackers might be a little many in this matchup. I feel like I can trim some 2-drops, though. Ooze is pretty fun, actually. At least 2 Advocates. Maybe like 2 Advocate, 2 Trackers in my deck. I don't know. But I just don't have Vraska. Vraska does seem good to me, though. The Duresses might be a little bit overkill. Are the Duresses overkill? And 2 and 5 today, but we've been I've not been drawing particularly well, to be completely honest. hand's fine. Certainly not a mulligan. Lily's been kind of medium, if I'm being honest. But in this league, we've... What did they take? We played against like a wedding announcement human deck where Liliana was bad. Or at least medium. We played against like a black-white mid-range deck that was playing wedding announcement, the 4-mana angel that lets you replay. Basically, it's a Luris, but it lets you replay lands too. We actually won that matchup, but... So they took Lair the Hydra there. I feel like I would like the option to play a 2-drop on turn 2. Its mana is so awkward. Thoughtseize just does not seem right here to me. I think I'm going to do this and pass. Depending on what they do, I may actually get a swamp so I could Bloodchief's Thirst. Yeah. Well, I just want 2 black sources anyway, to be honest. It's probably bad with all these threats that are green, though. I don't think Thoughtseizing here makes any sense. Maybe it does, but... Okay. Sure. Alright. Thoughtseize. God, that hand is nuts. We're going to take the Karn. But that hand is a forest and probably an advocate here. Are there any creatures in the yard? Not yet. I think it's... I guess advocate doesn't really do anything. Let's play this. It's probably a better play. Go. Had I been able to double Thoughtseize, we could have like taken both Old Growths and just tried to beat a Karn. But because of the way things worked, we just kind of had to let our opponent have 2 Old Growth Trolls, which is heinous, but I think was the... See how dead I am. I think I want to be able to eat with Ooze. We'll eat with Ooze in a moment. Game's like maybe winnable still. It's gonna be... Is double block Old Growth and eat it with the trigger on the stack? Really? I don't quite get that play. I guess they're trying to... If I block with Tenacious, I can rebuy. I don't know. I think that's like kind of close. I really need to find like a fatal put. We need a lot of things is what we need, but being able to rebuy to get another look at push could be good. I don't know. Like, what am I drawing to? I guess like Tireless Tracker would be super good. One of the better draws in the deck here for sure. Thing is, this only gets bigger later. Okay, well. Interesting. Guess we could eat it. That might be a play that cuts him off a good amount of mana. I guess let's try that and see how it works. Don't like my position, but the game is at least winnable. Not if they draw hands and mana. Okay. A little surprised they wouldn't shock that in just for an extra power on the tree. Who knows? Maybe it isn't, but definitely crash. Yeah. It's a good play. I'll take it. I just have to. God, dude. But at least that wakes the Advocate up. This can attack the Kiora now, which is cool. Suppose I could just, like, go at my opponent with both of them and, like, try to beat them down. I think I send one at the Kiora. Be kind of bad draws, although they've seen 3, so. But I think attacking Kiora makes sense to me. Underdog and deal them an extra damage. I think that seems fine, actually. Go. Yep. I assume I'm dead if they're doing this. We'll see, though. Okay, I have another Kiora. Pretty gross. Yeah. Pretty gross. Alright, no Storm the Festival, though. Yep. Oh boy, opponent's just chaining off here. Sure, man. Pretty obnoxious. Maybe the Vraskas are too cute. I guess Advocate is pretty poor. Creature. It's possible I want the Chariots to pressure instead of some of this interaction. Duresses might be a bit much. I think I'm going to try this. Okay, you definitely keep this hand. God, that's a good hand. Wow, dude. I just like have to take the Elvish Mystic, I think. Cut their mana acceleration. Oh. Sure. Okay. That'll be pretty good. Let's cast this and start getting some pressure going. Combat. Attack. The question is, how do I want to do this? I think I likely go blank them. Also just get the ooze down and start attacking. Could also just play this, leave up Abrupt Decay. I don't love that because then they know that they want the second Kiora. I feel like Go Blank just has to be good here. Because I assume they'll pitch one of the Kioras, and then we can Abrupt Decay the other one, and then play Ooze. And that is exactly what happened. They pitched for us. So we know their hand is Kiora, Nykthos, and 2 unknowns after their draw step. Okay, we're just going to pop the Kiora off immediately so they don't have another mana next turn. Okay. We'll say Abrupt Decay looks a lot better than Vanishing Verse right here. Format, turns out. Sure. Okay, blitz this. Could eat a thing here, but I think it's better to get the tap land down. Go. Okay, that's pretty gas. Sure. Vraska. It's annoying. Which I think I have to. Okay, Liliana's pretty absurd. Alright, that might actually change how we play this. I hate letting them sack their oath and draw a card here. But it's just so much more efficient to just go Tireless Tracker, play land, Liliana, probably Edict the Elf off the board. Set them back at 3. I think this play is just too good. They sure. Now, so play this plus Liliana. I want to pop a clue before I blitz the underdog, just in case. Make sure that thing dies. Yep. Okay. Jeez, dude. Okay. Sure. It's fine. Well, now we do, I think, before I do anything. I'm not going to use Hive, so let's just tap this. Draw a card. Not bad. Like our spot, but it's certainly not over yet. Alright. Let's see if we can turn this league around. Could get rid of a land. It seems a little greedy, but I don't hate Thoughtseize Fatal Push against much of anything. We play 26. Sure. Of course. Let's Thoughtseize. Alright, so it's this BS. Go. This turn I can go Thoughtseize, Rip, Bring to Light, Fatal Push the Valky, and hopefully we can top deck a land. But I am happy that I bottomed a land with this hand because double Thoughtseize, Fatal Push ended up being insane. I swear to God, if I don't draw... are you guy? Have to do that now because they could turn it into a tireless tracker in response to me trying to push it. Should be horrendous. Yep. Blind, we had no idea that I was going to top deck another creature. So, like, I couldn't really just... Well, what's the best way to not get Bring to Lighted? Is there any way to avoid? Spy Triomes in play. They have one Blood Crypt they played. The Sulphur Falls they played. I feel like this is just Liliana, pitch Bloodchief's Thirst, and pray. I'll attack first. But if opponent has a land, we are pretty screwed. Pitching Carroted. Yeah. See what they get. Oh, they just... this. Ridiculous, man. Alright, Edict you. They have a... even though they have Nahiri too, so it's just... all this is just heinous. This will be Nahiri Eat My Guy, but who knows, maybe they'll... Okay, it still could be Nahiri Eat My Guy. I guess they can K-Command kill Liliana, I discard, but like... it's fine with me, I get to hit them for a lot of damage, so sure. That's fine. You got it. Okay. Play this. I don't know. Either way, deal them some damage. I guess it did progress their mana more doing it this way, but... Just would be very surprised if my opponent can find a way to lose from this spot. Yeah. There goes like a fetch land here, I think, would be like best possible. They do have a Bring to Light in there. Okay, play this trick. God, dude. Abrupt Decay. Why would you wait? It just seems so stupid. Alright, Ooze, go. Actually, I should probably eat something now. That way they can't K-command this. Let's eat a Carotid, I guess. Go. Yeah. Okay. Fire up Hive. Does that matter? Not really. Exactly. Edict this. Eat this. Attack. Been an uphill battle all game. Missing. Confident that the decision to bottom the land on the draw in the dark was correct, but you're getting pretty punished for the decision, obviously. My draw steps were going to be a Liliana Tireless Tracker and more 2-drops. I don't know. Wow, another Bring to... Omnath. Okay. Okay, opponent was not an idiot. Go. Sure. Kind of shocked they would, but not beat this on clock, so we'll... Oh, Scarab God, yeah. Okay, well, let's... Power Word Kill is a joke against this deck, I think. Abrupt Decay is not amazing against them either, but... yeah, I don't think we want that either. I think Ooze is probably the worst of the threats. Which don't really... Alright, well, let's hope things develop a little better for us this time. And we'll take the play. Do not think we can reasonably take the draw in this matchup. We'll keep it. Okay, it's good to know about the Loxodon Smiter. So these have a million removal spells. I'm going to have to wade through those, but I'm just going to take the Bring to Light so I don't have to deal with this stupid card later. Go. It's interesting, they can't actually cast the Dreadbore at the moment. Okay, that's really good. Advocate, go. Sure. Can Abrupt Decay. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Forest. Combat. Probably Abrupt Decay there. Yep, that makes sense. So, man, I'm just gonna play a Trespasser. And eat the Ooze. Safely. Whatever, dude. I mean, this guy, both of our... At least he only hit one card. Both of our Nibdelite opponents have drawn today. It's been so stupid. It's like Smiter, which is kind of cool, or it can rip a Nit. Dude, oh my god, man. Sure. Well, at least they didn't draw another bomb spell. The annoying thing is they can Dreadbore the graveyard. Okay, fortunately they either didn't see it or didn't care. Okay. Just take their Nahiri, play underdog. Alright, well, we'll see how good they are at top decking. I'm pretty good at it for Pink. It's probably the smart play. Okay. That's actually pretty good for me. We're in bad shape, but this game is still winnable, I think. Question is, do I play the land? I think I need to try and grow the Advocate for later. Go. Best draw is probably just a Noxious Grasp to kill this Niv. Sure. At some point they're gonna attack me with Niv, but they're just like a little bit afraid. It means they can't cast Valky. Top deck like a Noxious Grasp or something. Let's draw a land, opponent, please. Yes. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Play this. Just gonna try and go wide around my opponent. I don't. Next turn, I think I will. That cannot be good for me. Them tapping a carroted. It's just got to be awful for me. Oh man, fair enough. No one had hamsters to borrow. Minsk and Moos, or Minsk and Boo, I assume you're talking about, right? Okay, that's really sick. Play this. Play Liliana and Edict. But then I'll know to not crew it. Let's actually plus. Interesting, okay. Pop the clue. Okay. Because he can just hug the cats and then go like block, block. I think I just send Tenacious and all the 4-power creatures. And their extinction event, I suppose. Yep. Sure. 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 Okay. Well, opponent pretty much has to beat me off the top right here. I cannot believe we won that game. It felt very much like a losing. I wonder if I want Aska deals with Smiter. Alright. I assume you're going to be ready, Jeremy. Yes, and that's for sure. Took the play, which makes sense. Then just horrendous. It's just the card I need them to not have. To run to the store. And I think she'll stream. Alright, yeah, we'll do it towards the tail end of yours. Alright, well. I mean, this is just this is ridiculous. 26. They just cannot draw them. It's absurd. And he top decked another Bring to Light effect. I mean, it's just so comical. So many of these games were just not games. Thing to mulligan. Pretty stupid, but what can you do? Well, I think I'm going to save this one till tomorrow, or I'll do it off stream, and then we'll start fresh with a new deck tomorrow. But Blank Green Midrange. 5-0'd with it a few weeks ago. It felt sweet. And we threw Liliana's in here, and it wasn't the Liliana's. Like, we just drew terribly, to be honest. Our first league, I think we should have been on 26 lands. Like, we're still just losing to missing land drops a majority of the time with our 26 land deck, so I don't feel like adding the land is really the issue, but who knows. We just did not run super well today, and that happens. It'll go that way sometimes, but we'll be back tomorrow. In fact, actually, tomorrow is going to be paper stream with Larry, so I will catch you all later this evening when Jeremy and I do the subscriber giveaway. But Jeremy, go ahead and you can take over. I'm about to end it right now.